Yours, what you tell him? What you tell him?
Fuck that house mob. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Slim Reaper in the building.
50.
Slim
50,
Reaper.
oh, I'm sorry. I shot 51. I forgot.
Everybody
yeah.
spam that 5-1. 5-1 in the chat. I need 5-1s in the chat right now. Everybody spam them 5-1.
Yes, sir.
We got
That's
the
right,
Slim
that's
Reaper in the building. We got Chubbs in the
Put up the
Business
51
Kingdom.
for me. 51.
This next kingdom.
Put it
You know who that man is. Hold on, before we start the show off. Before we start the show off.
You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
That's
Y'all
right.
know who I am. Like,
Y'all know who he
You
is.
know exactly
Like, stop playing with him.
who
Stop
I
playing
am.
with him.
I am.
He really went to the Pistons like, are you
Sheesh.
dumb, Pistons? Are you dumb?
That's right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I did not. I mean, we didn't need James Harden tonight for sure. He was busy over there having a smoothie as usual.
How you feel after scoring 51, Slim? Slim, how you feeling, bro?
You know who I am. I mean, that to me, that's just a day's work, right? Like, you know who I am. I am Slim Reaper, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know who he is.
But I mean,
I know who he is.
These refs were trying to keep me from getting it done tonight. Like,
the
as
refs,
you saw.
the refs try to. They were like, no, he can't have 60 tonight. Get him the 4 or 5 fouls. Get him that 5 fouls. Get him out.
Yeah, exactly. And then plus, if they actually would have counted the fouls that I had, I probably would have had 55 to 60 maybe. And guess who I passed tonight as the highest scoring game of the season so far. He's one of those like Curry, one of them Curry weirdos, like one of the Curry brothers. I'm not sure which one is like
go Curry. Chef Curry at the Pops.
That guy.
That guy. Yeah.
Steph Curry. Who? Steph Curry.
Steph was cool when the Warriors were in Oakland, but now they're in San Francisco, and you know it ain't the same. But
shout out everybody in the chat. Make sure I hit that. Yes. Let's get 150 for KD tonight. Let's get 150 likes. Get 150 likes. This is the KD. We celebrating tonight. You know, no. I want this to be a positive stream. Yeah.
151 likes, please.
Oh, my fault. 151 likes. 151. We gotta get 151 likes.
You keep shorting me a point there. Man. Come on, man.
No shortage of points, baby. The Satan of the building. Shout out. Yeah, let me do the shout outs. Jelani, hey, what's up? Thank you for the super chat. Ashy has MVP. Ashy.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa.
Only in my skeleton form am I ashy, but when I'm not in skeleton form, like, no, that shit's smooth.
No. You got lotion on tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out Age. Yo, what's good? Arthur, hey, Arthur, what's up? Steven O, yo, MJ Zaire, yes, sir. Brian V, hey, what's up? Steven, what's good? AK, what's good? Hoodie KD in the building, what's good? Hoodie KD. Yusuf, hey, what's up? Brooklyn, that's 11. Good, what's good? Who else is in there? Oh, everybody in here tonight. Midnight, what's good, bro? Midnight, what's good? Monifa Barnes, what's up? Blaze 66, what's good? Guarmo McLean, hey, what's up? Cam Dudley 420, hey, what's up? Who else is in? Oh, y'all are in here. KD MVP, EMXO, what's up? Donna, hey, what's up? Donna, Brian, yo. Zay Shaw, hey, EMXO, hey, what's up? Julius Blunt, Usaid, hey, what's up? Usaid, and Showtime Evans, what's good, bro? Yes, sir.
Before I get out of here, because I can't do this. I got stuff to do. Obviously, I'm very important.
Yeah, you got to tweet. You got to go on Twitter after this.
Yeah, exactly. I got to go lay some smoke on some people. Got to go talk shit to Curry. But I do have to. I found this beautiful photo of me. Shout out to netsworld.org. But I mean, look at that.
Real boss.
Look at me.
Big up Netsworld for making this video. Like this is a nice picture right here, man.
Go check out netsworld.org because this is courtesy of them. This is beautiful.
Mr. Brooklyn right here. Mr. Brooklyn.
Look how beautiful I am. Even though my head is on Biggie Smalls' body, I still look beautiful. I'm just saying.
It's the Brooklyn way, you know. It's the Brooklyn way. That's all I mean? It's the Brooklyn way, you know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to everybody. Peace out. I'm out.
All right, Katie. All right, Slim. I'll see you later. All right, y'all. So if y'all watched the Pistons game, if you're joining us right now, we beat the Pistons. Now the first quarter, high scoring for KD had 10 points. The Nets had 31-24. We saw some LaMarcus points also. He added in 9. We shot 48% from the field in that first quarter. But they only scored 4 points in the interior. So the interior was kind of lacking in that first quarter. Second quarter is when everything kind of went crazy because we saw Steve Nash take out KD in that in the beginning of the second quarter. We knew because he played like most of the first. And then Steve was like, okay, let me put the bench in for the second without KD. And we could not score for like, I think it was from the 10:29 mark to the 6-minute mark, we could not score.
We couldn't buy a bucket to save our lives.
KD went out, and it was just this is the lineup that Steve Nash pulled in. This was a mistake that he made tonight. He put in Mills, Bruce Brown, Bembry, Blake Griffin, which came out of nowhere, and then LMA. He put LMA. He didn't put no Cam Thomas in that. I feel like he had to leave. When KD's out, you got to put some type of shot creator in. Yeah. How do you feel about like that Mills, Brown, Bembry, Griffin, and Aldridge in that second quarter was oof.
No. let's not, unless Kyrie comes back, let's leave that lineup out of it. Let's not go back to that.
So in that second quarter, the Pistons went on a 16-1 run, and they outscored us 18-7 in that second quarter when KD was out. KD got back in the 6-minute mark, and then literally like 12 points in 4 minutes, which was crazy. Then at halftime, we were up. So we were up at halftime. Nets 60, Pistons 57. KD had 22 at the half. Also, big points from Patty Mills tonight. Although this was KD's magical night of 51 points, but Patty Mills tonight, 14 points. 4 threes. What a game for Patty Mills! And Cam Thomas too. Cam Thomas.
Shout out to Cam.
Really was kind of like KD's wingman tonight, especially in that fourth quarter. Cam was on point in that fourth quarter. Third quarter, KD has 16 of the Nets' 24 points. The end of the third quarter, the Nets were down actually 86-91. KD had 38 in that third quarter.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Oh,
hey,
what's up,
dude? No, you missed it, man. Like Kevin Durant himself came in,
bro.
man.
KD was just in here.
So you're telling me this morning when we were on stream and I wore my Slim Reaper shirt and I foretold the future and said maybe we might see him tonight. You're telling me that came true, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, bro. Everything,
that's beautiful.
You called it.
I did. I didn't quite call the total number, but I said he may show up tonight, and of course he did.
Yeah. So we were just talking about the fourth quarter is when they put this lineup. Literally in the fourth quarter, we thought KD was gonna get rest, and I think he just looked at Steve Nash and was like, bro.
No. If I don't play, well, I will say this: if Detroit didn't have a 30-point third quarter, and us having 10 turnovers in that quarter, you might have seen KD take a seat. But when that happened, I think KD's like, nah, bro, like you're not taking me out. Like
that's what I'm saying. We were down in the end of the third quarter, 86-91. Fourth quarter, KD's like, all right, Steve, I'm just gonna play the whole fourth quarter. Might as well. So we went on 11, and shout out to this fourth quarter lineup. This fourth quarter lineup is really an underrated lineup for the that people don't recognize, because in the last 3 games, our fourth quarter, we've held teams under 14 in that fourth quarter. So this fourth quarter lockdown lineup, man, it was KD, Claxton, Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, and Cam Thomas in that fourth quarter closing lineup, and we just locked the Pistons, held them to 7 points by the 3-minute mark. It was just locked down. 11-0. It was crazy.
You look at this squad last year, and you see every stream we complain about defense. And then you come to this year where we're literally the narrative. The Nets will clamp a team down in the fourth, no matter how much they're down, and they will come back and win.
We're now complaining about scoring.
Complete role reversal this year. Shout out to the coaching staff. Shout out to Sean Marks, because he got us the pieces we needed to upgrade the defense.
Steve Clifford, all the coaches too. Jacques Vaughn and Steve Clifford, man. The defense this year has been just incredible, bro. Like holding the Pistons. What we did to the Pistons, like the clamp we did to the Pistons in that fourth quarter was just so like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Now, should we have had to put the clamp on them? But I get it. I get it.
It is the worst, one of the worst teams in the league. But again, it was just a nice. Like
what do you think? What do you think happened? Like, because we were cruising, and then all of a sudden it was just like that second quarter, something switched, and then it still stayed the same.
You know what it is in the
did
third
we get
quarter?
Lazy? Did we underestimate them? Like
in the third quarter, and this is what Chubbs was saying about Coach Casey. He did a good job in the third quarter. Coach, he literally realized, like, wait a minute, y'all don't have any other point guards besides KD. Like, y'all know what was a playmaker on this team. So he put the pressure on he was like, yo, we're full court blitzing everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see like James Johnson bring up the ball, steal. Patty Mills bring up the ball, steal. Whoever else, steal. Like, it was just KD was like, okay, I got to score and run point. So they kind of like threw the nets off balance because they put the pressure on full court and were just ripping. Everybody who tried to bring up the ball was just like rip. I'm like,
we got what, 4 turnovers back to back, even after a timeout. Like, no, that was well coached on Casey's part.
Yeah,
somebody did make a good point. JJ was running the point in the third. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. And the point,
you did call that. You said, I think you said something like, "We're gonna see JJ."
I said that we're gonna see JJ. I said that. It was my first tweet. I was like, "Yo, we're gonna see KD run point. We're gonna see JJ run point." And literally, JJ was running point, and he got cookied like.
Bro, nah, I felt bad for him. He got it the worst, bro.
I am surprised though. I'm kind of relieved and surprised that we didn't see more Javon Carter at point, because somebody just said, like, Usable Fiber did say, the point guard hole is a big issue without Kyrie. I am surprised and relieved at the same time that we did not see a ton of Javon Carter running point tonight. Really am.
Yeah. And I think like I said, in that third quarter when they started blitzing us in the turnovers, I think that's when Katie looked at Nash and was like, yo, in the fourth, I'll just stay in. You know, I'm going to play. I'll run point from now on, because it was just not looking good. This game exposed our point guard depth. Like, we really don't have anybody that can consistently bring up the ball besides Katie and Harden, literally. It's like, we even saw Coach Nash try to put DDJ at point at times. Even DDJ was trying to run point at this game. Like, it was getting like somebody had to run point. You know, it was getting bad, bro. Let me read some comments. Somebody said, shout out, here we go. He said, we won because we didn't downsize too small in the fourth. KD and Clax were able to suffocate the middle because Stewart was there big and Cade was second, but he played on. That fourth quarter clamp, bro. It was just, like I said, we held them to 7 points, bro. It like by the 3 minute, they barely like 7 points by the 3 minute mark in the fourth. And I was like, damn, it was like locked down, bro. They couldn't score at all.
That was beautiful. That was just beautiful.
Somebody said,
I think we are going to see that. What was that?
Somebody said, what are we doing with Javon Carter? And said, at Saint. What are we doing with, Kevin Carter? I don't think he said Kevin Carter or Javon. He meant Javon Carter.
Probably Javon Carter. I mean, listen, somebody's expendable on this team to get us possibly a better point guard, maybe that can shoot. I mean, somebody has to be expendable here, right? We've some of us have mentioned Bruce Brown, some of us have mentioned Blake or Paul Millsap, Javon Carter. Like, something can be done here, because I don't know that. I don't think we have any more internal options to bring up, and I definitely don't think Zagorowski is going to come up and get any play there.
I don't think
it's like, maybe if it were like a season or two, that'd be great. But
it's like I said, like we're gonna celebrate KD tonight, but it's just like the bad part is just like, if God forbid, and I'm knocking on wood, if anything happens to KD and Harden,
don't even finish the sentence.
Don't even say it. But I will say this though: tonight's game, as beautiful as it was to watch Slim Reaper get 51, because I remember even before we were talking about it in Discord too, where it's like, some people are like, oh, I don't know if KD can get 60 points anymore or this or that, and I was kind of like, well, I think if he wanted to, he could, but it's like.
Who said that?
Almost like, I don't remember, but it was, I don't know if it had to do with a Steph thing or whatever. And it's like, I think somebody in there said, I'd like to see KD put 60 up. And it was kind of like, I don't know if they were taking a shot or not, but my thought was like, hey, he really hasn't had to do that too often, right? Like just because of how good the team's been. But it is nice to see that the man can still put in work when we need it, even if it is against Detroit. But I mean, the reality, you don't have to say the word, but this game does show you where some even more, even when you remove, like sometimes I think removing players from a team, whether it's via injury or sitting them the rest, sometimes shows you like what you need and what you're missing and what, like, oh God, this is what it would look like if we didn't have this. And it's like, I mean, you can't count on Kyrie coming back. So that then brings into a discussion we could have later is, you know, where do we look to improve, and do we, and how do we do it? You know, are they going to try to move one of these players for something better we need? Are they going to use the TPE? Are they going to do a buyout? But I arguably don't think, even if Kyrie comes back or not, but I don't think this is the year you can let go and be Sean Marks and not try to do something to improve this team via trade, via buyout. Like, I feel like if they expect to go to the championship and Kyrie's not back, you have to do something. You can't just sit back, because Marks is known for not making trades at the trade deadline. But he's got to. I honestly think if you want to go further, you have to do something. You can't just sit back and be like, oh no, we're just going to run with it. Like, I just don't see that.
Because we're at the top. I mean, we're in first place, but these wins that we're getting, it's just, it's not. I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these are struggle wins. These are great wins, and I'm happy with wins. It's not even like I'm mad at wins. Like, you should be always happy that you win. But some of these wins be struggle wins. Like, I'm talking about, like, we gotta struggle. KD gotta play like 48 minutes. You know, some of these games gotta play the 45 minutes, and it's just like, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I understand if Sean Marks doesn't make a move, and I'm okay if he doesn't make a move either way. But I understand both sides of it. Thank you. Appreciate everybody in here though. Make sure you guys hit that like button for us.
Yes, please. We're going for 151 likes.
151 for KD, man.
It can't be any KD. Higher. Can't be lower, and it's got to be 151 likes. It's got to be.
Somebody said, Javon Carter is trash. KD is in the convo as being the best offensive clutch scorers of all time. Yeah, man. And this game just really just like, it's MVP written all over it, because like the way this man had 51 and the efficiency is just amazing. Like, I think he was 5 for 10 from 3, 51, 5 for 10 from 3, 16 for 31 from the field, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Just like I said, efficient, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just a perfect stat line, you know what I'm saying? So it just proves how KD gets to his spots, and it proves that we also seen point guard KD. Like I said this before, KD's an underrated defender. People don't think he can play defense like that, but he is a really, really, really good defender, and he's a really underrated playmaker. Like, KD, when KD has to go point guard mode, he can get 10 assists like that. You know what I'm saying? And he almost got 10 assists tonight, but you know, some people had to miss, but he can get 10 assists.
You taking shots at like that?
Yo, he had like a couple of joints. I think Bruce Brown or somebody missed one.
Well, that fourth quarter, I think we were on a 14-1 run to start. Yeah. And it was like all KD. I think at one point they said 20, like they said 16 of the 20 points were all KDs or something like that. Yeah. Shout out to Callaway. Like, maybe Mark should go get a guy. Like, should we bring back Mike James again?
Mike James.
Yeah, I don't think a European buyout twice is going to happen. I think he's going to sit this one out.
But she's got a point though, right? Like,
I would love Mike James as a backup point guard right now.
Yeah,
I would love Mike James as a backup point guard, because, like I said, the way that we were struggling, y'all saw it on the third quarter. Everybody was getting cookied. He tried JJ, he tried Bembry, he tried everybody. Patty Mills. Everybody was getting like just the ball stolen from him. I'm like, we can't even bring up the ball. Yeah, that's how bad it was. We couldn't even get past half court.
Oh God, yeah.
Can't get past half court. Like, how what's good with these? Like, but you know, it is what it is. At least we went through it. I'm gonna read some comments. Somebody said, "Cut Carter, get Lance Stevenson." Is Lance a free agent, or I thought he went overseas? I don't know. I don't even know if Lance was.
I believe he's in the G League. If I If I stand corrected.
Oh, okay. I seen Isaiah Thomas went to the G League too. I got an alert that he went to the G League. Shout out Isaiah.
You said Rondo if he gets bought out, Ruben.
I was thinking about that.
Rondo.
Like, Rondo off the buyout, that changes.
I would.
I'd take that in a heartbeat.
I would take that Rondo off the buyout.
Get rid of Carter. Get Rondo off a buyout.
That would solve our point guard. You know what I'm saying?
Like you don't. Yeah. Like you could. That guy can still handle the ball, but yeah. It's
like literally outside of KD and Harden, we have nobody that can just run the offense. Basically, it's literally just them that can run the offense.
That would be a good buyout because he offers a sense of security. Like mind you, like if Harden goes, we obviously can have like what Patty Carter run point, but we don't have that sense of security. We don't really trust them to have that. Yeah,
and Patty did a decent job, but he still in the first quarter, he still looked a little shaky bringing up the ball. And then, like, he wasn't really doing nothing crazy. He would just kind of, like, bring up the ball and quickly pass it to LaMarcus and then get into, like, just start running around and getting through screens. So he didn't really, like, completely run the offense. It was just, like, in the first quarter, it was, like, run point guard by committee. Like, you bring up the ball, you bring up the ball, you bring up the ball. Like, it was like that. KD brings up the ball. But it's just, Patty he's not really the point guard to me, man. But hey, I'd rather Patty as a shooter anyway.
I've seen Gorgon Dragic from Brian V. Callaway came in with another one. Is
Lou Will? Oh, no, Lou Will's on. I don't think.
Then
I take Rondo over Lou Will.
Another
Rondo?
one.
Yeah,
somebody
Rondo
said they like
Dragic,
Chris Dunn.
I like Rondo because of the defense too. Rondo got the defense.
Yes.
Rondo got the defense too.
I will agree with that.
He's really he's a high IQ basketball player. Yeah. Goran Dragic, I don't know about that. And I think doesn't he have some problems with his I know he had like personal reasons that he was out or something like that. I forgot what was the reason, but he was out for a while.
That'll be a solid buyout though if we do get him.
Goran?
Yeah, because he's like one of those things when he's on fire, like watch out. Like it's definitely.
So we'll switch to the topic of KD's wingman tonight. Well, you could say it was Cam. Well, could you say it was Cam, or would you say it was?
Let's see the numbers. Patty Mills.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say you could definitely say Patty, Cam, even LaMarcus before they realized it was time to get him out of there because the Detroit was just too quick for him. But I kind of got to give a shout out to Cam and Patty because they essentially both played almost 30 minutes. Patty was 7 for 17. Cam was 6 for 11. Patty was 4 for 10 from 3. Cam was 1.
I've seen some people in the comments say Patty. Some people are saying Patty.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Should we put the poll up? Should we put the poll up?
But I mean, I'm going with both. I would say Patty, Cam, or both because if they both gave you, Patty gave you 18, Cam gave you 13. They both gave you like damn near identical rebounds. Patty had 3, Cam had 4. Patty had 5 assists. Cam had 3.
Patty in the beginning was shooting crazy, and then he kind of like simmered down in the third, but he still kind of like was effective. He just was good for KD's spacing. You know what I'm saying? Because he just like when KD would get doubled, and you would see like they were trying to double him in that fourth, they would have to leave Patty open, and that just it kind of helped the spacing. Patty helped that spacing. But we'll put the poll up right now. Who was KD's
Cam
wingman?
was a +27 and Patty was a +12. So I mean, they both did their thing when they were supposed to. It was a good, in my opinion. Yeah.
How y'all feel about Blake tonight? Blake, why does he always play Blake against the Pistons, bro?
He gave Blake 9 minutes, bro. But Blake did his thing. He took a couple charges.
That was a
solid 9 minutes. Yeah, he got in there, messed with him.
Yeah, I was it was kind of random, but I was just like, I don't know. Because the Blake, how y'all feel about the Blake and LaMarcus lineup? I've seen people on Nest Twitter like, I don't like this lineup of Blake and LaMarcus.
It's a bit dodgy, even especially since Blake can't shoot for nothing right now.
Yeah,
but
this guy, what's his name on the Pistons? Frank Jackson was cooking Blake bad. He was cooking a lot of people. I think his name was Frank Jackson.
Yeah, it was Frank Johnson, I believe. Yeah,
something like that. He was cooking Blake. He was cooking like I think it was like third quarter.
Yeah,
he was cooking Blake bad, bro. Like Blake didn't look. Somebody said he's giving Blake sympathy minutes. Yo, chill.
But that Frank Johnson, like he was frying the whole game. Like,
bro, he was wildin'.
Like after 4 minutes into the first, he just said, "I'm gonna just choose 3-pointer." Like he just killed us. He just killed us.
I'm gonna put the poll up right now. Somebody said Blake looks done. It's like, damn. And I think the only reason we put Blake in, I think, because Paul Millsap was out. So maybe like that's what he meant by the sympathy minutes. Blake in the sympathy minutes.
But I feel like Blake didn't do too bad with those 9 minutes. Like outside of him getting fried by that
Frank.
Johnson that Frank isolation, like he did solid. Like I think from now, like we should consider just doing him in spurts, like maybe a 9-10 minutes type thing.
Who, Blake?
Yeah.
I could kind of see that. But I could see that with both Millsap and Blake, to be honest.
Blake is like a playoff. We just got to use him for the playoffs now. That's what he's going to end up being. He's going to be one of those gadget.
Look who's okay. So this is DJ. DJ, Blake's not done, y'all. Like he says Millsap's done, but he's saying Blake's not done.
Blake's not done?
Like, are you kidding me? Like, you could make a case for both of them, dude. They're both.
The chat is saying I never said Blake was done. The chat is saying Blake is done.
Yeah,
but if
I'm saying Blake is playoff. We're gonna use Blake in the playoffs. He's a playoff.
I would say Blake and Millsap are kind of at that same level, bro. Where it's like one game they're gonna give you a good game, and then the next 3 games they're gonna look like they're cooked, right?
Yeah.
And like they're both gonna do that back and forth. It's gonna be like, no, you go have a good game. No, you have one. Like, you just got to pick the right one for the night. That's the way I feel about Blake and Millsap. Like, they're at a point where they're not going to be high level game in, game out. Like, they're going to have a good game one day and then they're not going to have one. So to anybody sit there and say one's really better than the other is kind of laughable in my opinion, because they're both kind of at that same level on the way out. They're not as fast. Shout out to Jelani for a super chat.
Oh, thank you, Jelani. He said King Ash put up 21 points. NBA season high on 52% field goal, 50% from the 3, and 93% from the foul line. King Ash also needs some all defense love. 5 blocks and 3 steals in 2 games. Yeah, man. He's an underrated defender, bro. I'm trying to say it. Like, people don't think KD can play defense, but like I said, he's really a really, really, really good defender, bro.
Yeah.
Like, top.
That's low-key a casual take. I think most basketball fans with good knowledge of the game knows KD is a great
because people just think when they think KD, they think, oh, he's just scoring. He's just a scorer. He just scores. He just scores. You know what I'm saying? But
really,
he does a lot of
he does a lot of other things. If you're not seeing what the all-around that this man is doing so far this year, then you definitely are blinder than me with the glasses that I'm wearing. Like, like you as blind as hell if you can't see how this man is blocking, stealing, like getting in there, getting in the paint, blocking people. Like, come on.
Somebody
said, we need 19 more likes. There's 232 of you in here. We need 19 more likes to get to 151.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 151.
Come on, KD, 151 people. Smash the like button.
Yes.
Oh my
Shout
God.
out to DFB Proof with the $2 donation.
This dude is. I think he's trying to like. This dude is.
Is he trolling?
He was the one that came out. He's the one that came at Scoop this morning in the middle of our thing this morning. Right. And then he gets on Discord, start acting a fool.
You came at Scoop? He came at Scoop today?
Yes, you didn't remember this?
Oh yeah. That was him? I thought that was somebody else.
Him. And I shut his ass down for 300, I didn't ban him just yet.
I love you, Saint, with a heart.
Yeah, this dude is
man.
he is very close. Like, I'm about to hit the ban hammer.
He about to hit that.
Said the ban hammer.
I'm about to bring the ban hammer.
Come on,
down,
y'all. We can't start trolling now. It's only 9:30.
If I see one more like non-basketball thing from BFB,
the trolls. Don't tell me the trolls are not in here yet. They're not in.
He's
here.
out.
It's still good comments. I see there's still good comments.
Said, who came at Scoop? Yeah,
he came after
bully this man in the chat, bro. BF proof.
Boo this man. Boo.
Yeah, boo him. I want to see a bunch of boos in this chat.
So the poll right now, I said, who was Kevin Durant's wingman tonight? So the polls, Cam Thomas is leading the votes, 67%, and then second place is Patty Mills. 28. Patty Mills is going up though a little bit.
Why didn't you put the both in there, man? I felt like they were like both the great wingmen.
Yeah, I think it's a tie, honestly.
I think it's a tie.
They both got big buckets along with KD. So.
I feel like Cam. People were saying Cam because of that fourth quarter. Cam was getting his buckets in the fourth. I think that's what people were like focused on. And then Cam, they Cam stands.
Oh, damn, we made it past 151, but we did 157 for KD. All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
As long as we get 151, yeah. As long as we get that. Appreciate
that was for KD, not for us, not for our video, but
that was for KD. That's that 51. I guess, like I said, there's not much to talk about. It was a great win. Like I said, we'll ask questions. We'll let y'all ask questions. Get to the at Saint.
Yeah, I feel like I'm all off.
That had to be the quickest transition to questions.
Yeah, bro.
Well, listen, there's
not much to talk about. Like, we talking about everything today.
KD scored 51. Have a good night.
KD scored 51, and I don't even know what to talk about now.
Like honestly, just open the stream like Kevin Durant. Have a good night, everybody.
Kevin Durant, all right.
Kevin Durant, that's it.
Make sure you guys check out our other stream we did previously, though. We did a great interview with Scoop earlier, so make sure y'all check that out.
Yes, if you weren't here at 2:00 Eastern time, we definitely did a good interview.
Yeah.
Scoop wants to come back because I think he has more to say. He was talking about it because he had to go to a prior engagement, but I think the man had more to say. I think he was starting to warm up. Like, we did hit him with a couple questions that, do you think he's coming back? The one question everybody wants to know, especially from somebody who probably has a little more knowledge. And he's like, nah, I don't think he is. And all of a sudden everybody got all up in arms, but
yeah,
it was definitely
make sure you
all
check that out and see the in-depth interview about Scoop. Great interview, man. Appreciate Scoop for coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you got any questions, just type at Saint too. If you got anything you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, we could. Oh, I forgot about Bruce Brown. We cover Bruce.
Yeah, we got to get.
How'd y'all feel about Bruce?
He gets love tonight too. Big part in that defense for the fourth quarter. He big along with Claxton, KD, but yeah, he played a good part in that.
Bruce had 8 points, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, and he shot 4 for 7 from the field. So last 2 games, I feel like Bruce has been kind of showing us like, yo, I'm still here, y'all. Don't forget about me. I'm still.
Yeah, he definitely woke up after that stinker he had versus, I believe, the.
It was like
was
3
it the
games
Rockets?
ago.
Was it the Rockets?
It was the one before that, I think. He had the stinker.
Yeah,
he was stinking it up.
Yeah,
it was like him after he came back from the whatever he had, I think it was like a hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
He just came back and it wouldn't look right, but now he's getting into like his bag lately.
Yeah.
Shout out to Age. He said Bruce was Bruce tonight. Amazing defense. Shout out Isaac. He says Scoop. KD is the undisputed MVP. Of course, he's the MVP. Yeah.
Speaking of MVP,
go for it. No. That's cool. I'll wait till the video's done to say what I'm going to say. But go for it.
Okay. So since I think this is our turning point for the MVP race, who's your guys' top 5 right now for MVP?
It's gotta be Curry. It's gotta be KD. It's gotta be, I believe Jokic is up there. His numbers are going crazy. Who else is the other?
Would y'all put Giannis in there or no?
Yeah, he's having a. He did just. he did get held to 20 though. I ain't gonna hold you.
The Knicks held him to 20.
But they still won, so you can't even like.
Yeah, I'm putting, for me. It's KD, Steph, and Jokic for me.
Top 3, okay.
Yeah, that's my top 3. Who's y'all top 3? Let me know in the chat. Who's y'all top? Well, top 5.
I will. Somebody earlier asked. I got to give her a shout out. Somebody finally asked it. What's Kyrie doing today? Just so you know, Kyrie's taking the day off. I took the day off too. This basically just Kyrie today, right? Like he had a busy day promoting his brand.
What he had, his sweat. He had the hoodies and the sweatpants. Yeah.
He took time. He was a busy man today. He was doing his support, like he said, he's putting out a new clothing line. I think he's been helping his wife with her channel. So Kyrie just relaxed today.
Oh, you forgot about this today. You forgot about before Kyrie took his nap today. He had the boxing lessons. Remember the boxing lessons?
Oh yeah.
You know, he had the
So Kyrie, he was tired, man. Dude hasn't worked out like that. So dude was tired.
He had the boxing lessons and then he went to sleep.
And then exactly.
He fell asleep watching the Pistons game. I think he fell asleep.
Exactly.
He like dozed off. He was like, oh shit, 51. Oh.
He's like, whoa, wake up.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Kyrie with the boxing, man. I didn't know he had the hands like that, bro.
I wouldn't necessarily say those are the most impressive hands, but yeah. Weren't those like oven? Didn't they look like oven? Were those oven mitts?
Those were.
I think they were oven. Were they oven mitts?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, he had a little pot he brought in, like that's where that came from. Like a little, yeah.
Yo, Stephen A. don't want the smoke. You feel me? Like Stephen A. don't want the smoke, bro. He sees Kyrie in the alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
This is what's about to happen. Like he sees Kyrie in the alley. Like it's over. It's over for Stephen A. It's over.
Nah, you know what have made that funny? If you showed the vid of Stephen A. boxing too.
Oh.
With some stiff ass punches.
Like, I remember that when he put the video out. Yo, he looks so bad. Bro.
Shout out to DJ Chasm. We did actually on the stream before our earlier stream at the end, we kind of did like a little look ahead to the game. And I shout out to AJ. We both said like, hey, this is one of those games that like, don't just, you can't fall asleep on this team. Nope. Like you can't. Yeah, and like we all knew it should be a W, but whether we fell asleep or not, I don't know. But it kind of turned out exactly.
It could have been a trap game. Like I said, we were down in that third quarter. We were down, so it's like end of the third quarter down. Like it could have been a trap game, easily trap game. But like I said, KD was like, "I'm not letting us lose tonight. I'm sorry."
No,
he's like, "I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not letting it happen tonight. Sorry, Pistons. KD, you had a good game, bro. You had a good game. You had a good run, but nope, not letting you win tonight." You know.
Oh, somebody had a good question. Luke Lag, shout out to Luke Lags. He said, "Do you know exactly how the trade exemption works? If we do not use it this season, do we lose it?" So the deal. Oh, here, welcome Rage. So the reality is with the TPE, we have until I can't remember if it's what the exact month is, but we have till 2022 to use them.
Yeah,
so we could use them during the season. But it will also add a nice chunk. We have like three at three different levels. You can't attach a player to them.
No, you can't.
But we could use it during the season, depending on like who it is. And quite honestly, like, but you got to weigh the factor of using the TPE, especially this season, with how much the owner is willing to add on luxury tax. So there's that aspect of it, right? Like if it's a no-brainer, maybe he does it. If it's somebody's injured, maybe he does it. Maybe he uses half of one and still takes a hit. But I think those could come in handy now, but also at the end of the season, because apparently we can use them in the off season as well.
Yeah.
We can use them into next year. So, and that's a positive.
Hold on, we got our Detroit games.
Our resident
Detroit specialist in the building. The analyst of Detroit. Man. We have a Detroit specialist. Rage is in the building. Rage, how do you feel about Detroit tonight, bro?
I mean, this is the classic Detroit Pistons. They'll have three good quarters, and they'll blow it all in the fourth quarter. I'm telling you, I told everyone this in the fourth quarter. I wasn't really able to catch much of the game because I had a football banquet I had to go to. But listen, I said this. I said in the beginning of the fourth quarter, before it even started, I said, guys, don't worry, the Pistons suck at keeping leads. What happened?
Exactly.
And another thing I gotta say is this: they played the Thunder. They were up 18 points and still lost in the fourth quarter. They were up 15. They were up 10 plus points against the Heat, lost in the fourth quarter. They were up 15 against the Lakers in the fourth quarter, lost the game.
Really? So these Pistons actually, like I said, people were sleeping on these Pistons, but they actually, like I said, they play hard against the good teams.
They keep up for three quarters and then they just lose all their gas in the fourth.
They just burn out.
All it takes is a star to get heated up, and the Pistons lose sight on how to play basketball.
Yeah. No, that's a great point that Rage made, because like I said, the end of the third quarter, it was 91-86.
And it's perfect to mention this. The Pistons are the 2017 Brooklyn Nets.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of the comparison.
What year? What year?
He said 2017. He said
2017.
That was who was in 2017?
King of blowing leads.
Yes.
That 2017 to 2019. Ooh.
Yeah.
Couldn't hold a lead to save our lives.
Yeah. It was always in the mix, but then
and I'm telling you, I watch games. I watched Nets games in 20. You know, when we blow leads, the Pistons are worse. The Pistons are worse. It's that simple. They're that bad. I'm 100% sure.
I'm saying that 1 year, and I believe 2019 versus Charlotte, that still burns into my brain. Like we were
the
up,
Hornets.
we were up damn near 40 or 30 on Charlotte, and we blew that lead. We let what's his name? He's on the Pels now. Devontae Graham cook us for like 40.
Oh yeah,
I remember
It
that.
was just him,
Yeah,
and no one else scored over 10 points. It was just him. It was just
It
him.
was wild.
that's crazy.
And when Sexton did that to us too, and the Cavs.
Oh yeah.
I
can't
watched.
believe he did that to us too.
I watched that, and then I was like, no way he hits this. And then it's just
No,
like
yeah.
you get that shock when you're like when your mouth's just wide open, you're just so confused, bro. That shit bro. I had that face for like 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Hey, real quick,
yeah.
shout out to Jonathan Fernandez. This is a good question, and then I'll follow it up with something else. Said, would you send DDJ down to the G League? I'm quite honestly shocked Kessler would not get play before DDJ.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Daryl.
the guy still gives you great defense, rebounding, and he seems to be shooting. So I am a little surprised we're not seeing him, but what that is, whatever it is, maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. But other quick one, Suns got Shamet for nothing. I know people are complaining about us getting Javon Carter for Shamet. Like, the whole thing with Shamet is, we were not going to be able to give Shamet $10 million a year.
No.
And the real reason for that trade was the pick. And trust me, in the future, you're going to be happy because that pick turned into Day'Ron Sharpe. So complain about Javon Carter all you want. The real reason we got that trade was to get the pick, and we got Day'Ron Sharpe for that. So you're telling me I would trade Javon Carter and Day'Ron Sharpe for Shamet all day long. Like, think about it that way. Like, people that are like, oh, we got rid of Shamet. A, we weren't going to be able to pay Shamet. And B, I would trade for Javon Carter and Day'Ron Sharpe over Shamet every time.
Mm-hmm.
If you think so otherwise, like, please give me a reason, like, why that was a bad trade. If it was just Javon Carter for Shamet, yeah, you have a case there. And if we actually could have kept Shamet at a reasonable price, then yeah. But Shamet is not worth $10 million a year, and I would much rather have Day'Ron Sharpe as the consolation prize.
And also, and people like obviously Landry Shamet has been playing exceptional, I guess, but like he's not worth the money that he got paid. And also, I'd rather have the young future and someone like, because I think there's gonna be a point where we end up needing Day'Ron Sharpe, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm glad we went with this trade because Shamet doesn't seem to be panning out or whatever, or Shamet's averaging 6 points a game. Like, you're not really you're gonna realize how valuable Day'Ron Sharpe is in the future.
And although Javon Carter is like playing bad, well, shooting wise, he is a lockdown defender though. He does help our defense. He does help.
People don't want to give him that, unfortunately.
He's a bull on the defensive end, bro. He's a bull on the defensive end.
And just so everybody knows, Landry Shamet signed a 4-year, $43 million contract with the Suns.
Not paying him that money.
We are not paying the man that money. And he signed a 4-year, $43 million deal with the Suns. So
and I can't even lie. We got Bembry on a non-guaranteed contract, and I'd rather pay Bembry $10 million.
Bembry is worth $10 million.
So you got Sharpe and a budget Javon Carter. Okay, I'll take it.
Is Sherman playing that well? People are thinking like,
he killed versus the Celtics. Like, he was.
Well, I'll give you.
I don't think Sherman was playing that well. Everybody's like begging for Sherman to come back. I'm like,
his season stats right now are 20 minutes, 8 points a game, 30.7.5 from the field. He's hitting almost 40% from the field at 39.8. He's got 2.5 rebounds, almost 2 assists, 0.2 steals per game, and 0.1 block. So he's okay. But is that $10 million worth? I don't think he's getting the 20. He's not getting, again.
Do we need to remind? Sorry, Saints.
Do we need? Go on, because
do we need to remind you that you guys bullied this man on social media? That he was so bad.
Y'all cyberbullied Sherman, bro. They cyberbullied him. They cyberbullied him, and then he deleted his whole social media. He deleted everything.
Yeah, man.
And then towards the end of the season, he got better. Yeah, he may be, but Shamet is not moving the needle. I'm sorry, guys. Somebody please tell me why keeping Shamet was a better deal than Javon Carter and Day'Ron Sharpe. If you can give me a legit reason for that, then we can have the discussion. But this man got us Day'Ron Sharpe. I mean, come on. You can't complain.
And we see how locked in he is.
Easy Money, OJ, thank you for the super chat. He said KD needs to snap in that Warriors rematch to win MVP over Steph. In my opinion, Steph has the storyline, and he's about to break the 3-point record, so it'll be tough. Yeah, like I said, the MVP is all about. It's not even about stats anymore. It's about storylines and the good story or the good whoever has the best story is like usually the MVP. So it's not even about stats anymore. Sometimes about.
A couple people responded. So okay, I get what you're saying, but with having 3 superstars that are making 30 and higher into the 40 million year, so you're already going into the luxury tax, and we had eight people to sign 9 players all on 1-year contracts. Also try to make it sense that giving Shamet 10 years, $40 million, that's like giving Joe Harris almost $20 million a year for 4 years, right? Like Joe is worth some money, but I think we could all agree that's probably a little higher than it should be. So it makes no sense to even bring back Shamet at 10 million for like 40 million for 4 years. Like why would you do that when your whole need of your team to like, you still have to fill out a whole roster. So I get people hate Carter, but come on, like it doesn't make sense business wise, and it doesn't make sense for the team.
Yeah.
Like
y'all don't know, Shamet could go down. Like he's that type of streaky that he can have this great beginning to the season and then shoot 12% the rest of the season. Like he's that type of, like, you don't know what you're gonna get sometimes from Shamet. You know, that's just speaking from experience from playing with us. He was terrible in the beginning of the year last year, and then he just picked it up in the end of the year. Then the playoffs he just faded out.
Shamet is not that important. Yeah. Thank you.
The playoffs just faded out. Yeah, he faded out in the playoffs. He played great, and then he faded out in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
to end the conversation, yes, Shamet is not that important. Even if it starts next year, Almac, that's fine. But he wanted to get paid. The Nets wanted a pick. There's a reason why the Nets, like, people were crying and complaining when Sean Marks drafted 5 people. Now look at how important those 5 picks are now and how they're going to lay out with the team going forward, with having hopefully Harden locked down and hopefully you have Kyrie back. Like, there's a reason why those 5 guys were drafted, because their contracts are going to work beautifully in extending. But no, and the other thing somebody said, I even just said it, like, I don't think Harris is worth all that money. I just said it. I just said he's getting overpaid. I think we could all agree that Harris should not be making almost 20 million a year. Like,
he really
I could arguably, I could see 10 to somewhere in that 10 to 15 realm, but like damn near 20 million.
For Joey, like, I say maybe
12,
13, 12.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Maybe 14. I'll do 14 a year, but was he getting 18 a year right now? I don't know.
I think by the time is the next 2 years, it kicks up to almost 20.
I don't know.
It kicks up.
I love Joey. We love Joey, but
yeah, I love him, but not for
not that much.
Yeah, he's averaging
not that much.
Yeah, not that much. He signed a 4-year, $75 million deal. So this year he's making 17. Next year he's making 18, and by the end of the contract he's making 19.9. So damn near 20 million.
Damn.
And he'll be 32. Now that will probably be his last contract that big. But he's making above the 15 million that we would say he was worth. And it just, I love Joey, but he's not worth 20 million a year to me, damn near. But
nope.
But I don't see them moving. I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Somebody said, shout out Callaway. She said, people are so emotional. They always panic. Remember the trade Joe Harris? Now they miss him. Same thing is happening with Shane.
Yes.
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, Callaway, that's a fact.
Nah, you know what it is? It was that January to February stretch where Shamet was just averaging 20 points, and people fell in love. Yeah. And these are the same people that bullied him off the internet and talking about trading him like first 5 years.
This man Shamet deleted his Instagram, Twitter, and whatever, his TikTok, everything, because Nets fans was in his comments like, "You're trash.
You're bullying this man off social media,
bro. Y'all scammed him. Like y'all, he deleted
no wonder he took the bag in Phoenix. He's like, fuck that. I ain't going back to New York.
Y'all cyberbullied him, and now y'all were like begging Shamet to come back.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, I don't understand it. I don't really understand it.
People do got to understand, and it kind of goes with like this morning where when we got into the Kyrie talk and like when Scoop was saying like if he was offered Dame for Kyrie at this moment, why he would take it, right? People lost their minds. It's like at the end of the day, this is a business for them. And it's like, you've got to fill out a roster. I doubt there is going, I mean, who's the highest paid guy we signed this offseason? And that was Patty Mills at what, $6 million, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You are not going to, there's no way the Nets with having to turn over 9 single 1-year deals every year to keep things going is going to give anybody more than that, right? Like they're going to constantly be bargain shopping, looking for dudes taking vet minimums, maybe give somebody an extra million here and there, depending on who it is. Like they felt Patty was worth more than, because Patty had other teams to go to that were willing to pay him. So they had to pay him a little bit more, and they knew that he was a piece they needed. So you just, you got to have expectations of like who you want and who's going to stay. It's just not going to happen.
Somebody commented, I didn't see the game, who was primarily the point. Well, in the first quarter, it was just point guard by committee. It was Patty, Bembry, James Johnson, KD. And then as the game went on, and Steve Nash realized, okay, these guys are not really point guard. He tried to even throw DDJ at the point guard, but it was more KD at the like third quarter, fourth quarter. It was mostly KD running the point.
Hey, Leb, that's rage in here. He's like, who's the fourth guy?
Who's the fourth guy on the stream?
Who's the fourth guy on the stream?
Why? He's like, who's taking my spot?
Leb. Yeah, and make sure y'all join our Discord. Thank you, Isaac, for posting the Discord. Join our Discord. If you're not on Discord, join our net server. It gets toxic at times. You guys know how our Discord gets. It gets toxic, but it's all in the Nets fun, you know?
I realize it gets toxic if you're like a Kyrie stan, a KD stan, and you're a Harden stan, right? If you're like one of those three and you are super full pro that team and anybody in the chat says anything about your man, like you lose it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad in the Discord, yo.
But here's a question: out of which group is the worst?
I think it's between Harden and Kyrie because KD stands are pretty chill. Like KD does his thing, but that you can't even like really because Kyrie's out right now. So so Kyrie stands are all on defense trying to make him like they're trying to make Kyrie sound like he's the, Jesus. And then Harden fans are in big, huge decline of like trying to defend their man, not playing great.
Harden fans go ghost when he plays.
Yeah,
when he plays bad, they go ghost, and then when he comes back and gets like 30, they'll be like, "Oh hey."
Yeah, Harden stands hate the Nets. Yeah, but KD fans
low
are
key. I feel like low key, but a little.
And then this person's like Kyrie stands be on some BS. So like I think it is like, and Kyrie and KD stands. They're definitely not as bad.
The chill mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bet you more KD fans are really stoned than anything, quite honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think I stand. I have to give the edge to Harden stands because I remember I don't know how, but I got into an argument of who was better coming off the injury, Kevin Durant off his Achilles or James Harden last year coming off his hamstring stuff. And he literally said, just because Kevin Durant got off an injury that in today's technology is not that big of a deal doesn't mean he gets the edge over James Harden. I had to leave the argument right there.
Wow.
Bro, he made an Achilles seem like a stub toe on the kitchen tabletop.
You're like,
I can't.
They downplayed an Achilles, bro. Like, oh my god.
Oh no, did I really just see this? Would y'all rather pay Sham at $10 million more or Carter and Sharp for $6 million?
You said he said he'd rather pay
He's
Sham at
basically
10
he
mil?
would rather pay Sham at $10 million than Carter and Sharp for $6 million.
We don't got bread like that. You acting like we have money.
And it's not even that you have bread; it's also a future move. Like that's the other thing people are not taking in consideration here.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know about that. I think that's a little over.
Like I said, Sharp means more to me than Carter's in the long run because Sharp is our future.
Yeah.
Yes. Carter is just here for whatever he's here for. But
because after Harden trade, we were not getting any more first-round picks. Like people seem to forget that. So this man not only traded our everything away to get Harden, but then he turned around and still was able to draft you 5 guys for the future in one full swoop in a season. That's impressive.
Dayron's worth it, man. Dayron's worth it.
So, Dayron is worth it. You will be thanking us later. Trust me.
So you're gonna be thanking us later. Trust me. Dayron is worth it. Worth that. That move that Sean Marks made. So I don't care for Shamet. You know what I'm saying? He can do whatever he wants to do on the Suns. You know.
Shamet ain't. I don't know why all of a sudden Shamet has become like they're like.
He has a fan club.
Shaman has a Shaman.
Yeah, like all of a sudden Shaman is like Sham God and like Sham can do no wrong. And so what? For 1 year, he's shooting 39.8 from 3, and all of a sudden he's like Sham God.
It's still early too. Like you don't know if he's gonna do this the whole year.
Yeah, dude. Like or consistently.
Yeah. The Sham gods have invaded our chat. I don't know. It just came out of nowhere.
Pro Drift 86. Shout out. Sharp's birthday voice is worth $6 million alone.
Oh yeah.
Who would ever thought we had Sham Wow stands?
The Sham Wow Nation.
Sham Nation really infiltrated the chat tonight. I was really surprised about this.
Real Royal. I'm not trying to make Harden stands look crazy. Y'all already crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all already crazy.
Yeah, Harden stands got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro. It's
but Jonathan Fernandez, Marks drafted a lineup straight up. Like you got to understand that. But Stephen, I got to keep going back to this. Is the last time I'm going to address. I understand in drafting quality, but we're in win now. Shamet is 39%. Okay, so just to clarify that, prior to Harris going down, we were number 1 in the league for 3-point percentage shooting. Correct?
Yeah, we were.
Since Harris going down, we are now 28. So we already have a guy that can do that. Once he comes back, that opens it up for everybody else. That shit goes right back up. We don't need Landry Shamet. He's not going to save this season. He's not going to move the needle at all during the season too much. Right. Yeah, you get some wins. But, like, is he really going to be in there, like, in crunch time in the playoffs for us? Probably not too much. Right? Like, I don't know. I get what you're saying, but how does Landry Shamet like really move the needle for us? Like, I'm sorry, Carter and Sharp all day long over $10 million a year, Landry Shamet.
Shout out Aaron Burhane. He made a good point. He said it's because he has CP3. And that's a great point. CP3 is one of the best point guards of all time. CP3 is putting him in his spots. You know what I'm saying? CP3 will get you a bunch of open threes, bro. He's one of the best point guards that does that. You know what I'm saying? Ever.
All right, you're not going to let it go, so I'm letting it go. I don't Landry Shamet.
He's trolling.
Yeah, I know.
You know what that means.
People forget Shamet got played off the floor against the Bucks because of how terrible he was defensively.
Yeah.
Yo.
And to add before we move on, a lot of y'all forget Patty Mills was the initial upgrade over Shamet. Like, I don't think people understand. Patty Mills was the initial upgrade over Shamet. Like,
what are you saying, Chubb? So what you're saying with that $10 million a year he made, we were able to get Patty Mills, Javon Carter, and a pick that got us Dayron Sharp.
Yes.
But you still want Shamet. Yeah. Okay. I'm just clarifying. I'm just clarifying.
No. You know what? I gotta add it on. I gotta tell you how much Patty's making this year.
10 million. Well, he's making cheap, but his deal does kick in next year. But he wanted a deal. This guy Mo Shamet is basically Shaq with a jumper. The goat.
Like,
oh my god!
Like, I don't think y'all understand. Y'all are out here tap dancing for Landry Shamet.
Okay,
right?
Landry Shamet making $10 million a year, right?
Yeah.
He's making 5.89 mil this year. He's making 6 next year. And you watch Landry fucking Shamet? Are you kidding me?
See, Steven gave in. Thank you. Saint you win. Shamet isn't worth it. Thank you.
Oh man.
Thank you. I had to battle that.
And Patty's shooting at 44% right now from 3. Like, you talk about 39. Shamet's shooting 39.
Shamet doesn't compare, bro. Shamet doesn't compare, and you shoot from fucking 2 threes a game. Congratulations.
Ooh, and look at this, Michael K. Shamet was literally never played on a bad team in his career, so those 3-point percentages are kind of a fluke.
Shout out Michael K.
Michael K. in the building. Somebody said Landry Shamet is Steph Curry with a dunk package.
Jesus Christ!
Don't
add
fuel
to the fire. Don't do that. Don't do that.
The trolling.
Age said like the stream Shammy fans.
Shammy fans, but we got infiltrated by the ShamWow fans, man. The Sham Gods. The Sham Gods are in the chat right now. Let me end the poll. So we put a poll up. Who was Kevin Durant's wingman tonight? They said Cam Thomas was the wingman tonight with 59%, and second place was Patty Mills. Damn, LaMarcus only got 14%. Okay, so y'all thought Cam was the wingman? Cam was the wingman. That's what Nets Nation has voted. Wingman Cam.
Nah. You know what's crazy? I just Googled like what's going on in the NBA. The Orlando Bucks are up on the Lakers right now.
What?
Orlando Magic is up on the Lakers right now.
What?
Like 25-18. Like I just looked at it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's funny, but like you have no clue. You have no clue how confused I was when you said the Orlando Bucks, bro.
Bro, I said it and I heard that. Like, what?
He heard it back. He said Orlando Bucks. Oh,
like,
no.
Why did I say it? Like what? Oh man.
look at everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, everybody check.
Orlando
Lakers
Bucks
are in trouble this year, bro. Lakers are not good this year, bro. They're in trouble.
Yeah, no.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy it's not us.
Hey, I will say this. Everyone's like, well, the Nets can't beat good teams. Oh my God, they only beat bad teams. Well, at least we're winning.
That's what I'm saying. These were number one in the East. What the Lakers doing?
Did we have a troll in here? Did I miss a troll?
Oh no, another one.
No, I thought you said, because the way you said it, I stepped away for a second. You're like,
no.
I thought we had a troll in here.
Nah, I had a brain fart. I said the Orlando Bucks, and everybody
you said the Orlando Bucks?
Yeah, everybody one person said the Milwaukee Magic. Like that's hilarious.
And I'm not even gonna lie. People, and then it's just like we're still first in the Eastern Conference without Kyrie Irving. They're wherever they are in the Western Conference, being barely 500 with all of their superstars.
Yeah.
I'm pretty, I mean, I mean, at the end of the day, when Marks makes a trade like that and then drafts you a starting lineup, the trade's not about Carter and it's not about Shamet. It's about getting you viable young. Because try to tell me like the picks that he made and how we got them. Like, you know, Cam was a bucket. Dayron is going to be good. Kessler is going to pan out to be decent. Exactly what we need. There are people we haven't really seen or heard much news, but if you watch any of the Long Island Net games and you listen to some people down there that are watching them, they're telling you like these guys are going to be good. And like I know we're in win now, but at the same time, that's why we're re-signing new guys every year to fill out that roster. But these guys are going to come into some serious play for us, and it very soon.
Somebody said Cole Anthony's about to drop 50 on the Lakers tonight. Shout out. Hopefully the Magic get that win, man. Win for the Magic.
If they get that win, gee, holy hell!
Remember that night we watched the Kings versus Lakers game? That was
that was a good night. That was a good night.
I think we're due for another night like that.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, Buddy Hield low-key like made me scream. Like I was so confused, bro. I was like, whoa!
When he hit that one-legged three, the tie.
Talk about a trade that should have happened that you wish your team made. Should have been that Buddy Hield trade. Should not have been for. They should have traded for that, man. And then you think about all the money they would have saved from getting Russell Westbrook, and they could have like gotten themselves some defense.
Oh my God! And they keep Kuzma and KCP, like they're chilling.
Yeah.
Did Sean Marks botch the 2018 draft?
Did he botch it?
What did we get again for 2018?
Was that the Musa? Was that Musa? That wasn't Musa, right?
Yeah, but he was like,
was that Kurucs when he drafted Kurucs or Musa?
Yeah, but wasn't he like the 61st pick, bro?
Okay, it was Kurucs and Musa.
It was Kurucs and Musa, right? That was a Kurucs and Musa draft.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying we only used seconds that year because we didn't have anything.
I believe so.
I wouldn't say he botched it, but
it was the 29th overall pick, so I think we did have it first. And it was
we did have it first?
It was the 29th and 40th.
When was Nick Claxton drafted?
Yeah, Musa was the 29th overall pick.
Yeah, I think the year after. Yeah.
Rodney Kurucs was shortly with the 40th overall pick. Was that year, if I remember correctly, wasn't that year just kind of like trash anyways, though? Wasn't it? It wasn't that deep, was it? I kind of feel like, I mean, I don't know what was the draft class. I don't know how deep it was. I'm not saying he didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who needs to hear this, but like, we had the 29th and 40th pick. It's very rare you're gonna find anyone with fucking value.
Yeah. I don't want to say he botched it. I don't want to say he botched it. Because Kuruks did give it, like Musa did give like
okay, but I'll say this. You know what a botching a draft is? Drafting top 10 and they becoming bad.
Yeah.
You know what? Botching, drafting Kwame Brown is
Kwame Brown, drafting
Kwame Brown. Matter of fact, like a lot of these guys, like I don't know. Some people can say fucking like Andrew Wiggins or some shit, but like that's not. I mean, like I don't know.
Drafting Greg Oden over KD. Drafting Greg Oden, that's a botch.
Oh yeah, that's a
Greg
botch.
Oden over
Marvin Bagley over Luka. Oh no, DeAndre Ayton over Luka. That's a botch.
Oh no.
That's a big ass.
That's a botch. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Marvin Bagley is definitely a fat botch.
Yeah.
Wait, who was Bagley drafted over?
Luka.
Didn't the Knicks choose Jordan Hill over Steph Curry?
Yeah,
I think the Knicks did that. The Knicks or somebody did that. Jordan Hill.
Don't forget, bro. You cannot forget about my boy Johnny Flynn, bro. The GOAT.
Oh, Johnny.
Nah, wait, Rage. So you telling me Bagley and Ayton got picked over Luka and Trey?
Indeed.
Oh my god.
I need to look back at that draft class. I need to look back at that.
Yeah. Who drafted TLC? That's a good question.
But let's be honest, guys.
I believe the Thunder. I think it was a draft.
Is definitely a lot less of a botch than fucking Marvin Bagley.
Yeah. Sean Morris didn't botch that 2018 draft. I don't think he botched it.
He had the 29th pick, bro. Give the man some fucking leverage.
Yeah, and we managed to get Bruce Brown when we traded Musa. So look how that panned out.
Be flipping. Yeah, Sean Morris be flipping.
Yeah, no. A matter of fact, he didn't botch that draft. We got fucking Bruce Brown out of that. We'll take it.
Yeah.
And we got a pick. What?
Yeah.
Oh
the 76ers draft. Oh yeah, he was on.
Oh, shout out to Leb though, because I don't know if you guys saw it, but Leb said that the Claxton pick from the Knicks turned into Claxton.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was a pick from the Knicks.
Wait, which
that
pick?
we got.
Clax was
a 20th a pick from the Knicks, so he's laughing. Which is even
that's
funnier.
hilarious. That's pick from the Knicks. That's hilarious. Ask our questions, Joe. If you have any questions, just put @Saint in the chat. Ask our questions. Might wrap this up soon. I know it's been a double. We hit the double stream today.
Yeah,
double stream today.
But it was we were supposed to have Keith McPherson tonight, but he hit me up earlier and he said that he wasn't feeling good. And he's like, he's like, you don't want me on there tonight the way I feel. He's like, so he did say he's gonna pull up soon. We're gonna talk about it and get him up here. But
the Knicks did take Frank need to clean over Donovan Mitchell.
Yo, that's a botch. Shout out.
But on top of that, who traded D Mitch to the Jazz? I think it was the Grizzlies, no?
Somebody traded D Mitch too.
I think it was the Grizzlies. Or I could say drafting Luke Kennard over fucking Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, these are. So Sean Morris definitely didn't botch, man.
Yeah, there's worse botches.
There's way worse.
There's way worse.
But the guy that initially asked that question, he said that year Marks fell in love with Euro players and still thinks it was a botch.
He still loves the Euro guys, though. Mark still likes the Euro guys. He does.
So first question was, how do you rank the top East teams outside of the Nets?
Who's playing the best right now?
Well, I'd say your best is the Bucks.
I'm going
They're
Bucks.
Playing good, but the Heat are The Heat lost Bam though. That's going to hurt them a little bit.
Yeah,
that's going to hurt them.
That's going to hurt them a lot, I think. And hopefully they can, but.
Well, look at it like everybody's full strength outside of the Nets. Who where do they rank? I got Bucks number 1 and Heat number 2.
Heat?
So you're putting the Heat over the Bulls?
I'm putting the Bulls over the Heat.
Same here.
Nah, I think the Heat got the defense to mess with the Bulls, especially with Bam. Like,
hey, fair enough, but I don't think they have enough offense to.
Let me look at the standings right now, just so I can.
It's the Bulls are 3rd and Heat are 4th.
Is there anybody that fully healthy Bulls team? So I mean,
those are the only problems. The only thing I see that's going to give us problems is the Bucks, and I think I think the Heat would give us more problems in the playoff series than the Bulls.
I think it's debatable, but I think the offense definitely attacks us a lot more than the Heat does, and I think you're able to stay in the game a lot more with the Heat because of their lack of offense, and you're able to cope with that with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody said the Bulls are a better team right now. Not sure about the playoffs.
Yeah, no.
the
Playoffs,
Bulls
I got
have a better
Miami
team
over.
to me.
I
got
guess
Miami over the Bulls in the playoffs.
I guess I'll give it to Chicago, but I mean, we are playing without a $40 million player who was shooting 50-40-90. So.
Yeah, facts.
The only thing that worries me, and I kind of saw it tonight, was, and hopefully depending on how the rest of the season plays out with the saga of Kyrie, whether we make trades, whether some of the young guys get some play, is that some of these faster teams like Chicago, obviously I realized like we struggle against very fast teams.
Yeah.
And that's like, I think Chicago's faster than Miami, right? Like, I definitely think
Miami plays fast too, though.
But
the Warriors play
though,
really fast too. The Warriors play.
But Chicago to me seems a lot faster than Miami.
Yeah,
I mean, Ball's fast, like Caruso's fast, like what's his name? DeMar DeRozan's playing fast. Like everybody on that team, like if you look at how they're playing, it's just like it's clipping. I kind of put Chicago over Miami for me personally. Milwaukee, I don't know. Miami, I'm not as frightened of as Miami as I
think Miami is more of like a playoff concern than the Bulls right now are the better team, but I feel like Miami in the playoffs are going to be some type of like it's more of a.
I don't think. I think you're underrating
the
defense of the Miami in the playoffs, especially with PJ there. Like,
no, I'm just not worried about
them frustrate the hell out of.
I'll give him that.
I'm just saying I'm not worried about from
we saw last year their offense lacked.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying from a fast-paced standpoint and running us off the court, I'm just not feeling Miami there yet. Maybe who knows, but like I do feel like Chicago's a lot faster, Milwaukee's a lot faster. Obviously, Cleveland's surprising a lot of people. I'm very surprised that they're hanging around where they are.
Yeah.
They're giving a lot of teams a
lot
they're
of fifth right now. Cleveland's
that's a squad. That's a squad.
Like they're actually been the surprise of the season for me in the East. That's the thing though. Low key, like if the Cleveland keeps playing the way they're playing, they could fight for a play-in spot. Like I think they took a leap. Whatever they did in the offseason with some of the guys they picked up playing with Jared Allen, and they seem to be playing better without Fox.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they're going to drop way to the bottom.
You mean Sexton?
They're going to Sexton. I mean, I'm sorry.
Sexton,
we're still only like the first place is like we got to stay on our toes because it's not like we lose one game is literally you know what I'm saying.
The top is only separated by 4 games. What's that, bro? We're only separated by 4 games, and
we're a game and a half. We're a game and a half ahead of the Bucks right now.
But I'm saying between the top 4 or 5 teams, we're talking 3 games at this point, right? It's not like we got a massive lead. It's like anything could change like quickly.
Yeah. Let me go. This question's coming in. Do you see us making any trades? I don't know how y'all feel about that question, but I don't see us making any trades this year.
Like I've said before, maybe they use one of these guys and try to flip him for a score around the equal same size, but I definitely see us using the buyout market. I don't know if we use those exemptions, but that's kind of like what I said at the top of the stream. Like when we kind of got on that is like, I don't think if you're excluding Kyrie Irving from the thing, right? Take Kyrie out of the picture and we're not expecting him to come back at all.
Right.
You have to do something. I'm sorry. Like I'm convinced that yes, as good as KD is and the Slim Reaper dropping 51 tonight, it was on the Pistons. We don't know when Harden's going to get back to full Harden form.
Right.
We've seen where our deficiencies are. We have no Harris. It's going to take Harris a minute to get back into his form. I feel like if you have the expectation of going to the finals, you have to make some move before the trade deadline or in buyout, especially if Kyrie's not coming back. If you don't, it is going to be a very tough path to the finals for us. I'm not 100% convinced saying that we could win it all. And like, I don't know. I mean, that's the question. Do you see us beating the Milwaukee in a 7-game series with the team as constructed at this moment?
No, not at the moment, no.
So, I mean, that's my thing is like, that's my big thing. Like, could you see beating the Warriors in a 7-game series at this moment with the team, assuming Harris is back and he's healthy, right?
If everybody's back except for Kyrie against the Bucks right now, that's what you're saying?
Yes.
The 7-game series?
Kevin Durant.
It depends. It depends how Harden plays.
Thank you. That's what I said. We don't know how Harden's going to pan out the rest of the year.
But the thing is, they're big three. They have a big three. We don't have it. Like they have Drew and Chris.
I'm just saying, as much as I love my Nets, I'm just being realistic with the reality of as our team and what we've had a nice healthy game span of like close to 30 games almost, where we've seen us against the scrub teams, mediocre teams, and the best teams. It's a nice little chunk, and there are some concerns. If you don't see them, then I don't think you're paying attention, but that's why I think you do need to make a move of some sort. At what level, I have no idea, and
there's more questions.
I got one thing before questions.
Okay, go on before I do the question. Go for it.
I say this, like, obviously Harden has, I mean, I guess he has like the tiniest bit of excuse that he doesn't have spacing, but whatever. I gotta put into this perspective. If Harden's doing his job, these games that we lose, we're winning them all. Right. All of these games that we lose depend on Harden doing his job. If we're relying on KD to do everything, Harden's not driving. He's missing all of his step back threes. He's missing his layups. We depend on Harden, and if he's not doing his job, we're going to lose.
Right.
We've seen it. We've seen it all these games. Did he do his job against the Suns? No. Did he do his job against the Warriors? No. Did he do his job against the Bulls? No.
Nope.
Callaway said, do y'all think the Sixers are going to be a problem this year?
Hell no.
I think as long as they're having an issue with Simmons and Simmons is not playing and they haven't made a trade to bring in assets, I'm not 100% worried about
even with Simmons, they were still foo-foo. They were still foo-foo with it.
Yeah, they were fraudulent. With Simmons,
they were frauds. They were fraudulent.
And they got Doc behind that clipboard.
Shout out to Nicholas.
Doc.
You
remember Doc last year?
Doc
was bad. The king of losing 3-1s.
Bro,
shout out to Nicholas.
3-1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to Nicholas, Emily. Isn't it crazy how the only two teams that haven't lost back-to-back games are the Warriors and the Nets?
Yeah.
Interesting fact.
Somebody asked about who's coming out of the West. Definitely not the Lakers.
No, at the moment, definitely.
I'm saying either Warriors or Suns. That's my picks for West. Warriors or Suns.
DJ says, nah, we ain't beating the Bucks right now, especially the way Harden playing.
Oh, and I saw what DJ said about the Bulls in the half court. He's right about that half court, but it's like I still don't trust the Bulls. Well, like I said, I haven't seen the Bulls haven't proven to me that they can score in the playoffs because I haven't seen the Bulls in the playoffs in what, since D Rose.
Well, this is
I can't say like, oh, they're gonna be amazing half court offense in the playoffs.
Their team is so new too, and like we haven't it's been so long since we've seen the Bulls in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean, whether that's
DeMar
true
DeRozan
or not,
in the playoffs.
But whether that's true or not, the Bulls have shown you that they put together a good squad, though.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
You cannot deny that, and I don't think the playoffs are going to change that too much.
Yeah. That team is a very natural fitting. Like there's a lot of natural fits with that team.
Yes, they were smart. I will give them that. Their GM put together a good team, though.
But DeMar DeRozan exists.
DeMar DeRozan in the playoffs, though. Come on, DJ.
DeMar DeRozan. Come on.
You know how DeMar plays.
DeMar DeRozan.
Remember all those years that they used to call him the baby dinosaurs because he would.
Well, then we better say that about we better get ready to say that about Harden then too if we're going to play that narrative.
You're going
to sit there. No. I'm using your logic. What has majority of people said about Harden? Harden can't win in the playoffs. Yeah. He freezes. He does this. He does that.
But the thing is, saying
no, there is no thing.
No, there is. The difference is DeMar DeRozan is having a good season. Harden is not.
Okay, but I'm just saying if you're going to use the logic of saying DeMar DeRozan and then like he's not clutch in the playoffs, well, then you have to run with the same narrative. People could use the same narrative against Harden, right? You look at Harden's track record under Mike D'Antoni. and you will see that it hasn't worked the way everybody expects it to be. You can't deny the man's greatness, but it just hasn't progressed to where it has. So I'm just throwing that out there. Granted, we have KD, so that changes everything. I'm just throwing the narrative back at you. That's all I'm saying.
DeMar's like I can't think of one time where DeMar like went off in the playoffs, but I can think of a few times I've seen James Harden like have some great games.
Yeah,
for DeMar, I can't think in my head of great games DeMar has had in the playoffs.
And to play a hypothetical, last year before he got injured in the playoffs, James Harden in the first round versus the Celtics averaged 27 and 11 on 50, 40, 90.
Hey, I'm just throwing.
It's a small sample size,
but I'm playing devil's advocate is all I'm doing. I'm just saying you could easily throw that back at somebody else. I
got you.
Somebody else asked before we got on that like earlier. Let me see if I can find it.
The Harden stands are upset with you, bro.
They can be mad all they want.
Look, I can see the chat right now. The Harden stands
I be fighting dudes left and right. No issues with me. I don't care. I'll just say stuff that people might not want to say, but is true and has been said by people. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I don't see this happening at all because my whole idea of like, because we got into, that was another conversation we've had about Kyrie. Like some people, there's like, I think Nets Nation is kind of divided. Some people are like, Kyrie should be playing away games. And then there's people are like, no, I think it's smart with the team that they sat him because it's not fair to try to like, because my big thing with say Kyrie in the playoffs, right? Like say you have Kyrie playing home games and then we get into a playoff series with Kyrie and we're trying to win a game on their home floor and say it's against the Bucks to go to the finals and we don't win one on their court. But then now all of a sudden we return back to our building and they've got to win one on our court and you take Kyrie away. That's not cool. Like that's what like bothers me about like the idea of like, I know Kyrie balls in there. Aaron's like, you're acting like I don't know that. I do know that. But at the same time, like you can't expect like a coaching staff and a team to be everybody to be locked in and then having one player playing half the time. You could get away with it probably in the season, but it's still a lot to ask for a coaching staff to do that. But then when you get into the playoffs, especially in a very tight 7-game type series where every win counts and every player counts, and then all of a sudden you're telling me, well, if I'm the Bucks, depending on who has home court advantage, I just got to make sure we win our home games and get back to Brooklyn and at least take one and we're golden. Right? Like that's how do you not, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys see that as a positive having him play in the playoffs? To me, if he's still only playing half the games?
I would do it because like I know with those three on the court, we're not losing. Kyrie, Harden, and KD in a away game.
Of course, but
I know we're not. There's a very small chance.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm saying on the road, yes, we win. But if they've got to come to our home and win one, and we now don't have Kyrie,
I understand.
That changes the whole complexion of the series. It's that tough. You only have Kyrie on the road, but not at home. Like that's not cool.
And then your team has to change the way they play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. 200. We hit 200.
Oh,
we did.
Oh,
yes, sir.
200 likes. Yes.
Thank you all. The next stream is on the house.
Let's go. We hit 200 likes.
Nice.
Y'all. You know the vibes. That's what y'all did to the like button.
That's what y'all did.
Y'all did to the like button. Y'all was going to the like
Nobody's
button.
betrayed Kyrie, Midnight. Just relax.
Thank you, though. Thank you, chat, for 200. Thank you.
We've had him. We had conversations that, I mean, the only thing I don't understand is why people get really uncomfortable having conversations about what ifs when it pertains to Kyrie or any one of their favorite stands. I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the business. It's like,
right.
Would you rather us just get up here and be like, agree with everything and be like, have nothing to do?
Everything's going to be fine. That's going to win the
Everything
championship.
Is great.
You know, James Harden's about to drop 40. Kevin Durant's about to drop 40. You know, Patty Mills is going to miss a shot. LaMarcus Aldridge is going to have 4 shots. You know, we're over. It's over.
Yeah. No smoke of any kind. No pushback. No what ifs. No nothing. It'll just be.
I never heard this rumor. Easy money. I haven't heard about that Clippers rumor.
The only rumor I think I've ever heard was the Kyrie Ben Simmons fit, and we all know that's bullshit.
Yeah, they're over the cap though. I think the Clippers are over the cap also.
They still I don't what. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, for real.
Are there
nobody but
also
Kawhi
supports the Nets?
Give me Paul George.
Hell no.
Give me Paul George. So you can have
playoff P.
Yeah.
You got two shitty playoff performers on the same team. Jeez.
Can we do a poll? Yeah, I would. Yeah. Can we do a poll before we get out of here just to see the reality of where Nets Twitter where we are in the chat? Okay with trading Kyrie, not okay with trading Kyrie. Don't put anything else into it. Just okay trading Kyrie if it comes to that, or not trading Kyrie. And I just want to see where the numbers lie.
If it comes to that, what do you guys think?
I'm not going to say. I don't think because Age always says we influence these things, so I'm not going to say anything. We'll just vote, and then we'll see.
The poll is: should we trade Kyrie? Yes or no?
No, not should we. Are you okay with it? If it okay, here's the basis. If it gets to the point where the Nets decide to trade him, are you okay with that, or are you not okay with that?
You okay with
because I think there's people that don't want him to trade him at all, no matter what, and hope for the best, and maybe he'll come back in a season or two.
And I mean, there's people that want us to trade him anyway. So
yeah, so I'm just curious. I just want to see where everybody stands in the chat. We have about 200 people in here, so I think that's a fair enough.
All right, I'll put it up.
I think that's fair.
The poll is up now, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that vote before we get out of here. Somebody said, "Why trade him?"
Yeah, I'm just saying. But right now, I'm seeing it equal. No way trade. I'm seeing trade. Nope, trade him.
It's gonna be probably 50-50. Probably gonna be like 50-50. Somebody said,
"Yeah, you guys want to trade?"
Oh my
yeah,
God.
You guys that love Sham so much, you want to get him back.
Sham provides space. We need that.
Shammy win. The Sham gods.
Right now, with 39 votes in, we're commanding yes at 67%. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, then it switched 58-42. This is going to be good.
My thing is this: if push comes to shove, you kind of have no choice.
I just want to see, because I believe Nets Nation is split on the Kyrie thing, right? And I'm not even coming down because I do think a resounding yes would be, if you knew Kyrie was getting vaccinated, would you wait and just accept him back? And I think everybody would be like, of course, right? Anybody else in the league is going to get us anything better than Kyrie, right? Kyrie is the best thing for us to come back. But I also do believe that we are very split on being okay with moving on from him if he doesn't get vaccinated. And the Nets come to a thing saying, hey, we're trying to win a chip here, and you're $35 million of assets. So you're either in or you're out, right? I think that's where people are split.
Yeah, this is a very split chat. Wow, I just see some people saying trade, some people saying no.
Leb, no comment. Don't worry, Leb. You already told me your comment. I know the truth. I won't squeal on you. I won't say you love him or hate him.
Doesn't CJ have a collapse alone?
Yeah, I guess he did.
And the thing is, I know nothing about that. Is he out for the season?
But he won't. Oh, and by the way, he's hurt, and he also came out with an interview today or yesterday. He's also another unvaxxed player because he said he feels wrongfully targeted by the league and by other people for not being vaccinated. That he's compared to other businesses and stuff like that.
Goes out the window. So
that goes out the window. Dude is not vaccinated and is not going to get vaccinated, especially with his collapsed lung for whatever reason that happens. But
I didn't know that. CJ's not vaxxed.
Yeah, it literally, I found it. I was just kind of looking around on Yahoo for something, and his article just was front and center, where he says he feels that unvaccinated people are unfairly targeted. So that wouldn't work for us.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was randomly thinking of be like, oh, Bradley Beal is like perfect because he's a scorer, and then I realized I was dumb after 5 minutes and like, oh, this guy's unvaxxed. Fuck.
Oh, shout out to Cakespoo. If y'all haven't seen that video, look on Twitter. Some dude told at the last game, some dude told KD to stop crying, and he walked by and he's like, "Shut your ass up, mother effer!" Like, and then the league's fined him $25,000 for it. So
it's so funny because it's just like I swear the league just doesn't like. I'm telling you, NBA, that happens every game.
It happens every game. They always talk.
And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, like if the LeBron narrative was true and the fan actually said like the shit about Bronny, then he has a right to say something like really bad if you wanted to.
The other person that stuck up for Kyrie Irving, another article that came out was John Stockton saying, I'm proud of Kyrie Irving. He's saying the whole NBA should have stood up and refused to play, like yada yada, stuff like that. But John Stockton,
the league-wide protest.
Yeah, John Stockton came to his defense.
Justin Holiday's not vaxxed either. Oh wow.
Oh
NBA
wow.
NBA soft as Dookie Paker.
How does everyone just know that?
Well, the reason why I know that is because he literally, CJ McCollum gave an interview.
No, but I'm talking about like Justin Holiday, bro. Is Joe Smith vaccinated? Nope. No, can't come to the match.
Because you gotta. That's a good thing because you gotta know that before you. If you do make a trade like that, imagine trading Kyrie and the same guy is not vaxxed.
Everyone has to realize that if we get any unvaccinated player, they already can't play.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you guys saying John Stockton is like he's like on that QAnon far right weirdo stuff, and that's why he's
John
for
Stockton.
Him?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an orange man kind of guy. That is that what you're saying?
Orange.
No, he's very red. He's
okay.
Very red.
Well, that makes sense then. Okay, so I'm not really giving him too much there.
Yeah.
A lot of NBA. Yeah, and it makes you think because they say how much what's the percent of the league that is just vaccinated? Do you guys know about that or? I forgot.
But they're reporting 97% of NBA players are vaccinated. So that's not a lot of people that are unvaccinated.
That 3% fucking hits in because you're like, oh my god, Bradley Beal is unvaccinated, CJ McCollum is vaccinated, fucking Justin Holiday.
I think the names are. I think honestly, the names sound more important than the actual amount of people. But 97% of the league is a lot more than saying that a lot of people are not vaccinated.
Yeah, but then if we play that into part, it's crazy to think that all these guys that are vaccinated are just getting COVID, and they're all getting hit with the protocols. Everyone.
Dude, this is the best thing I've heard so far. Kyrie can just try to give a fake misguided arm when he will put a fake arm in there.
Yeah, just get a fake card.
That would be awesome. Just wear a fake arm and just like, all right, go ahead.
This video, I gotta send this to Saint, or I'll send it to you, bro. This is the perfect video on bro. This is how every Nets fan wants to show up to Kyrie's house, bro. Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all gotta see this, bro. This is too funny.
Just get the fake card, yo. I'm telling you.
And Leb says he feels like 90% isn't accurate. I mean, granted, a lot of these people, from what I've been heard and what people have reported and said, is that most people, the league just counted people vaccinated with just one shot.
Yeah.
He's saying if the top 3% top players in the league, how is the 97? What? They're not the top 3. I mean, it's not like the whole superstars. Most of the superstars are vaccinated.
Mm-hmm. AJ, I sent you the video, bro. You gotta show this up, bro. This is stupid.
Oh my god, did I just see No Limit Kai say let's trade Kyrie? Holy crap!
But No Limit Kai but he has been on the
right now,
trade Kyrie if necessary.
So 84 votes in out of 186. That means only half the people we still got 102 votes to go. But as of right now, it says 53% said they are okay with trading. 47% said no. So safe to say that Nets Nation is pretty split on the whole idea with going to the edge at the moment for people that are. And I will ask this question. Do you think that percentage grows as it gets closer to the trade deadline?
Oh yeah. Definitely be an all-time high by the end of January. It'll be all-time high.
Oh, I'm looking at this video, Rage.
What did you send? Let me see.
Dude,
Yo.
no, AJ
I don't know
has
if I
to
could.
play it, bro.
I don't know if I can upload it because we might get.
Yeah. It's like.
Wait, how much longer do you want to go with the stream, AJ? Just out of curiosity.
Oh man, probably a few minutes.
It's
All
like
right.
it's Chubbs. It's like an RDC World thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like you know the guy who'll be doing the LeBron.
Gotcha.
He's 36.
Oh, okay. I know what skit you're talking about, Rage.
Come
But
to the door.
No, but when we get off stream, you gotta show it, bro.
Yeah,
that's too funny.
Where did you send it?
I sent it to AJ.
Put it in the Discord.
Oh no, he sent it to you.
Facebook said put it in the Discord.
Yeah, I don't know. 91 votes. We still got 53-47, but I guess that was the whole point. Like, people are. I think if you ask them the next question, would you like to keep Kyrie? I think it would be more of a resounding yes. Then it would also be surprising to see the answer to that too. But
right.
I really think people are split down the middle on all of this. But and I know people keep saying KD would never let it get done. Like, KD does not call the shots at the end of the day. His input is very important. The owners have literally said, Sean Marks has said, given interviews, you can watch them, where he says their input is very valuable. But at the end of that, like Sean Marks' last big interview, he said, yeah, we take their thing. He's like, but at the end of the day, the decision is up to me and the owner, Joe Tsai. Like, he's like, we're going to make decisions that we feel are best for the team. So KD has an input, but Sean Marks is on record in front of multiple news reporters that has gone out to the world that says that, hey, at the end of the day, we call the shots. So people can think all they want about that he would never let it happen. But at the same time, at the end of the day, Aaron Brahim, how do you know that? KD's the main reason. Okay. How do you know that? I'm going with actual words from a GM and ownership, not like some possibility.
He said KD's the main reason what they haven't traded him.
They haven't traded him. No, that is not even the case.
No, I don't think it's the main reason.
No, the Nets are being patient right now. They're going to – I mean, you're only 20, 30 games in. So, yeah, that's ludicrous.
I don't think there's a lot of offers for Kyrie, though. That's the thing, though.
But even if there wasn't, though, AJ, you're not trying to trade Kyrie after 30 games with the possibility of him still coming back. Right. Fast forwarding to trade deadline, that's a different story.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of games.
You don't know if you're going to get that value back. Like I said, we're 19. Yeah. What are we, 19-8 right now? So I don't think there's no reason to like panic and trade Kyrie right now.
And Leb said, to be fair, well, but why wouldn't it be true? I mean, that's kind of like a weird question to ask.
What do you mean? What do you expect Marks to say? What does he mean by that?
Like, what do you expect him to say? Like, no, I expect him to tell you, so you think he's covering for KD? That sounds ludicrous. Like, oh no, KD calls the shots, but I'm going to let the world know that we call the shots. That sounds weird too. Like,
KD calls the shots.
So KD's really the GM, bro, but Marks is out there going, nope.
It's not.
We're gonna cover you, KD. I got this one. I call the shots.
He can't. Sean Marks can't let everyone know that the GM is actually the KGM. It's actually KGM.
The KGM. Oh, that's good.
KD's not the GM, bro. KD's not the GM. Stop it.
No,
stop it.
KD definitely has a huge input and influence. I will give that 100%.
Don't disrespect Sean. Don't you guys disrespect Sean Marks like that?
Because
I will end this stream right now if the chat is disrespecting Sean Marks.
But let me throw another question at you. Do you think if KD was calling the shots, do you think KD would be okay with him playing half the games? Because let me ask you, everybody that seems to know,
I think KD would let that happen, but
okay,
I think there could be Sean Marks and Joe Tsai said no.
I think it's both. I think it's both possible because at one point KD can be on the side of like, man, this dude is only willing to play half of the games and not willing to play the other half for the sake of the team.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, if you're thinking KD calls the shots, and you're probably some of these guys that are like, no, KD calls the shots. It's like, I'm pretty sure then KD would probably. You're trying to say KD would play half the, be okay with it, then why isn't he? I mean, I'm telling you, when Sean Marks and Joe Tsai made the decision to not play KD, I mean, Kyrie and sit him. Like a lot of Kyrie fans and a lot of Nets fans were very up in arms. Like, how could you do this? Like, but it shows you if you're saying KD is.
I'm not letting y'all discredit Sean like that because
no.
Sean, like I don't want to do that. Y'all
Sean,
know Sean
bro,
Marks
it's really Sean the God, bro. I'm gonna send a picture.
Y'all know what
Sean the God.
What moves he's done, what flips he's done, the picks he's gotten, turning picks into stars.
If Kyrie retires mid-season, do we get a roster spot? Hey, Leb, we're kind of saying the same thing here. I just said that, like, KD has a great influence, but at the end of the day, the Nets are going to make a decision what's best for the team, even if KD comes in and says, hey, Kyrie makes this team great. Well, okay, he's got to be here to make it great. I still think at the end of the day, they make the best call that they think is for the team. Not a popular one, maybe, at that. I'll give you that, but
yeah, I mean, obviously, KD is gonna have his saying, obviously, but he's not literally making moves. Like KD's not in the office. Like, let's flip this pick for the second rounder for this. KD's not doing that. He's not like, let's draft this guy. He's not doing that.
You have heard KD and other players say on TV, at the end of the day, we got to do something here, and he's like, I don't know if he's coming back or not. He's like, I think they have made like, I'm sorry, I'm going by with what Mark said, Callaway. He said that on TV, and I remember saying that. So yeah, it is a combination. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, it is Joe Tsai's call, but I don't think Joe Tsai's out there making these moves.
KD's input is just like literally when big moves happen. Like, okay,
what do you think?
Sean Mars calls KD, yo, we're gonna make this trade for James Harden, Karras, Jared, are you okay with it? KD, yeah, I'm okay with, like, that's the moves. Like, KD will probably,
like, he'll give his input. Hey, I think it'll work out great. I think this.
We're signing Patty. What do you think? Yeah, stuff like that. It's not like KD's making.
Man, this is. Thank God for signing Patty Mills, man. This is why I signed that contract.
Yeah, it's like,
and you're telling me that they've asked KD something, and KD is probably. You're telling me KD's been glowing with every response back to them. You don't think KD's given them any kind of, like, well, hey, I like this here, but I don't know how this fits. Like, I'm pretty sure those kind of conversations have taken place. It can't just be all like thumbs up, thumbs up.
KD's just approving stuff. He's not the GM. The GM orchestrates, exactly. The GM's calling free agents. The GM's making draft calls.
I'm not gonna lie. The GM's still half the league, bro. Kevin Durant got one.
Tricky Nicky. Tricky Nicky just bought himself a ban from the studio.
Out of here.
Goodbye, Tricky Nicky.
You got to let him rock. Yeah, his team, his
team was trash.
The power forward of New York, Julius Randle, got owned today. You got to give him a break.
Yeah. Julius Randle, the first All-Star to drop 4 points on 16 shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lev, that's a good. Lev made a good point. He's a consultant. Yeah, I would say he's more of a consultant kind of to Marks.
Like, and the thing, that's how the whole league is. The GM will go to their superstars to ask what they think about a move that they're going to make, a trade.
That's every team.
And with the Harden thing, you think they just didn't tell Kevin Durant?
Yeah, that's every team.
There's conversations taking place, but the idea that Kevin Durant wouldn't let something happen, or it's only up to KD, is different from saying getting like information or like a thumbs up or like, hey, I like that, I don't like that. Because at the end of the day, they're still going to make, like everybody said it last year. Perfect example. Yeah, KD and Kyrie won't let him get rid of DJ. What the fuck happened? Right? Did we not hear that about DJ?
He got rid of DJ for fucking Sekou, who's not even on the team anymore.
Okay, so but do you remember when that happened? Everybody said the only reason why he's not gone is because of KD and Kyrie. And that he's not going to let him trade. And then what happened there?
I think you guys remember this. Everyone went to that little fucking article. They saw fucking The Athletic, and they were like, "Oh, KD, DeAndre Jordan, Kyrie Irving, they're too close to each other. The bond's too strong."
Yeah, he's like, he's protected.
And DJ and Callaway, you're making my point for me. KD pushed back against the move for DJ, but it happened anyways.
Yeah, no, that's Saint's exact point.
You just proved my exact point. The Nets ownership and our GM are going to make moves, whether KD likes it or not. I love KD. The guy's input is huge for us. But at the same time, you just proved my point for me. They didn't want him gone, but guess what? The man is now doing what he did for us in a Laker shitty uniform. So you can yell at me all you want, say I'm capping, but I'm just speaking facts, y'all. And you made my point.
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't know anything.
I'm in the stream because they're trying to disrespect Sean Marks here, bro.
Hey, no, show the picture I sent you, bro.
RG.
I'll send it to you too. Check it right quick.
But who knows what's gonna happen,
Sean, bro?
I sent it to you. I'll send it to you.
So I guess you want to end the vote. 111 votes in after 18 minutes. Are you okay with trading Kyrie? 52% yes, 48% no. I rest my case.
Edited by yours truly.
Where did you find? That's
edited by yours truly.
Hey, look at me. I'm right there too.
Sean,
Goat Mark.
Y'all so-called Nets fans are disrespecting this man
Goat Marks
as the GM. Yeah. Maybe the GM and disrespecting this man right here. This
and
man that built the culture. This man that built us. You're trying to disrespect this man that built us.
But listen, if you trust Marks, right? Like, because that's the other thing. To me, I trust Marks' moves 100%. And exactly, Callaway. No Marks, no Harden. So they bug him with disrespect. Yeah. So I trust Sean Marks in how to handle this Kyrie situation. Whether it's a trade or not trade, if the man does it, he's got a plan. If he doesn't, he's got a plan. Like, I don't think Marks is going to make some rash decision on whether to keep or trade him, whether it's for or not for. I think Sean Marks will make the right decision that he thinks will benefit the Nets when it comes to the Kyrie situation. Like, I ultimately think they love and respect Kyrie, and that's why you're going to see a lot of patience of not moving Kyrie. But who knows if there is an actual like line in the sand. That's the biggest question I think you could ask. That if I were to ask Sean Marks a question and I didn't have to report it, my question would be like, hey, do the Nets have a line in the sand on whether to make a decision about Kyrie? And that's the $1 million question. But I trust Marks with making a question no matter what. Yeah, exactly. 11. Sean Marks is playing chess. So either way, Sean Marks has got a plan. And there will try to say that he's not. The guy keeps proving us wrong. But
all right, last words.
51 points. Slim Reaper. One of my favorite Sundays, W Sunday. We had Scoop. We had a good game. Crazy, 51 points.
A Nets W. That's
a Nets W. And we ended with a good stream, in my opinion. So those are my last words.
W sure.
I'll go second. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. That's Kingdom711.
Oh, we didn't.
And on Twitter. Did we put that up? Yeah. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. Saint Net. Follow Saint on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. And thank you guys for hitting 200 likes. Amazing.
215.
You guys really appreciate you guys. Like, we do this we started this just for the Nets community, but
fun.
It's for fun, but it's just it's taking over. We've met so many new people all across around the world and all these reporters. It's getting nice now. You know what I'm saying? It's a great experience.
It is crazy to think we went from Discord from not showing our faces to showing game highlights to getting streams taken down because of copyright bullshit.
Yeah.
And the next will be us showing our actual government names. What do we have to get to do that? What was the thing on that, AJ?
Oh, government names.
I think you set 10, a mark for that.
I think Julian said like 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, so we're about 2.7 followers away from becoming full government names exposed.
I'll never forget, like during the Discord days, we said 10,000. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we'll show our faces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look how that changed. Rage, cook up with your final words.
Final words, great stream. We had 2 good streams. Sorry I wasn't able to pull up for the first one. Had some shit to do. But another good win. I mean, the Pistons are the kings of blowing leads, so we love to see that. Another win, obviously. A win is a win. We'll take it all day. Still first in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, it's only 1.5 games, but I mean it's been like that the whole year. So I mean we'll take it as long. I think next game. I'm not sure who we play next game, but I know for a fact that if Harden plays the way he should, we'll win. We'll win. As long as Harden plays the way he should, we win every game that we play. Obviously, there'll be some games where Harden will have a good game and we lose, but that'll be very rare if Harden just plays just how Harden plays. Like if he just drives to the rim and he makes his layups and plays like how he should, we're gonna win. It's simple as that.
All right, we now have our last and final segment. Chubb's final words.
I got finals this week, so just put a prayer chain for me. That's my final words.
So we probably are not going to see you this week.
I'm praying emojis. I'm praying emojis right now. Everybody drop prayer emojis for Chubb's finals.
If so, I'll probably pop in for like 20 minutes, but nah.
You'll be all crazy, hair all messed up, acting that like taking notos so you could stay awake and study.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, brother. I know you're a smart dude. I think it'll work.
Yeah. No, I just got one finished. I got like 5 more finals to work out. No.
Oof, that's bad.
I don't miss school. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm in high school and I still got these finals, so that's just low key like kicking my ass, but like it is what it is. I guess.
Wait until you gotta do a 5-page, 10.
Yeah, and I don't remind you. I'm not. Yeah. That's I realize like I think my shit's ass. You got like then I'm like, oh my god, a 17-page paper. What the fuck am I gonna do? How am I gonna cope? I don't know.
Aaron Brahim's like, don't choke, Chubbs. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. With that, thank you.
Lots of hands. All right, y'all. We appreciate you coming out. If you were here on our earlier stream and you came to this stream, you are a true Nets fan and you are a true Nets Kingdom fan, and we do highly, highly appreciate it. We're usually going to be here after every game. There might be a couple games we miss, but hey, at the end of the day, we may not agree on some of our takes. You may not agree with what I say. You may not agree with what Rage says, Chubbs, AJ, and there might be people in stream you don't agree with in the chat. But at the end of the day, let's pause from like going at each other in a horrible, negative way, because at the end of the day, I like to believe we're all Nets fans. We're all here for the team to do good. We want the team to do good.
We all want the same
unfortunately, we all want the same thing. Unfortunately, sometimes getting to where we want to be, i.e. the championship, might take some difficult decisions, and some moves might be made that you don't like. But at the end of the day, just because I make a call and it turns out to be wrong, doesn't mean I'm dumb and stupid. Everybody in here has made a call at some point or another regarding a player or a basketball move or something they think is going to happen, and it doesn't pan out.
Right.
None of us work for the Nets. So, but at the end of the day, just remember, we're all Nets fans. We're all here for the same thing. Try to be respectful. It is what it is. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming up, and we'll see you at the next game. I think we have a back-to-back tomorrow, right?
No.
I checked Tuesday.
We play Tuesday, and I'm
all right. Sure Tuesday it is. Don't let TLC stand for trying to get your head. Love you, love. All right, brothers. See you guys later.